This is the plaintiff, Hector Madera. He says the defendant's old friends stored some of his belongings, and when he went to retrieve them, things were missing. Expensive things. The defendants coincidentally bought a car around the same time, and he has to wonder if they sold his stuff to buy said car. Bottom line, he's suing for the $2,009.95 he's owed. These are the defendants, Ivan Gordillo and Beverly Clark. Ivan says he has no idea what this lawsuit's about. He hasn't a clue what, if any, of the plaintiff's things were taken. He never saw the items he claims are missing. But he does know the plaintiff owes back rent to the tune of $2,000. Exactly the amount he's suing for today. They're accused of taking something that's not theirs.
Okay, Hector Madera.
Yeah, Hector
You are
Madera.
suing Ivan Gordillo and Beverly Clark for $2,009.95. The value of a camcorder bag, iPod, various other electronics, sneakers, and some earrings that you say he owes you and stole from you, and you want him to repay you. Tell me what's going on.
Me and Ivan met in working with a friend. Then from there, they started babysitting my kids.
Okay.
And they used to babysit in my house.
Okay.
Then from there, me and my wife...
The two of them used to babysit in your house?
Yes.
Okay.
And then from there, me and my wife would have problems. So I left, came back. I came in, got a couple of clothes. Then I saw Ivan, and Ivan asked me, yo, Hector, what you gonna do? And I told him I just came to pick up a couple of clothes and then leave. And then he asked me, where you gonna put your stuff? And then I
Why does
told
he care
him,
where you're going to put your stuff?
where you gonna, I don't know.
But why is that? I'm not understanding. I'm not following your story because I don't understand why he cares where you're going to put your stuff.
They offer for me to leave my stuff in their house, that it was gonna be locked in the closet.
Okay.
They had it for a month. Then I came back to my house to live there in my house.
You made up with your wife.
I made up with my wife.
Okay.
But she decided to leave.
The wife
decided to leave
leave
again.
Okay.
Then I decided to come in and live in my house.
Okay.
Then Ivan called me, yo, hey, can I live in your house?
Wait, where's your stuff in that meantime?
All my stuff, I had to take it in Ivan's house.
No, when you're back at your house, why don't you take your stuff back from Ivan?
No, I didn't
Why
take it back.
Why don't you?
Oh, I didn't, but I asked him, where's my stuff? But they just like ignore me. But then I asked him again in November the 1st. I asked Beverly, yo, Beverly, can I get my stuff? Because my daughter's coming home to put music in my iPod.
Okay.
And then I went and got it, then came up. Then I was like, damn, Beverly, where's my stuff?
Why? Because you opened the box and what?
I opened the box, opened the bag, and then I asked Beverly right away, yo, where's my stuff? She said, nah, I don't know. I don't know. It was the lady that take care of Ivan's father.
She tells you it must have been the lady who took care. She must have gotten in there because I didn't. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't know how I figured that out from. It's hard to get the story out of you. I'm not quite following you. All right. So then after that, you let them move in with you?
No. I told them that I cannot have nobody here.
Oh, so by then they're already living with you?
Yeah, they was already living with me. They had 2 weeks.
How long had they lived with you?
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
And then you told them you have to leave because I don't trust you now.
Yeah.
All right. Now, what's your story?
Yes, Your Honor. I met Hector. Like he said, we worked together for this guy doing demolition work, painting, and everything. We were.
And then you were friends, and then you took care of his kids, and then tell me about this stuff. So he has problems with his wife, and then what?
I had, we had a little situation where I couldn't stay with my dad because he started.
No, you're starting later than when he gives you. Does he give you some stuff to hold?
Stand up. We're both in the blue about all this. All of a sudden, we left his apartment because he told Beverly he didn't want us there no more.
Right.
I'm trying to figure out why. I'm doing some delivery work. She calls me about 8 o'clock at night. I got to take our TV and stuff out of Hector's apartment. He doesn't want us there.
Okay,
He
Beverly,
says,
you tell me about the
Yes.
conversation you had with him, because he's apparently working when this happened.
Okay, the conversation I had with him, first of all, he is not married to this girl who has her kids, his kids, or whatever.
Oh, imagine
They
that.
did-
That's the first time I've heard such a thing. So what?
They did leave and everything. Yeah, I did babysit his kids. I never had a key to his apartment at all.
Did he give you stuff to hold when he and his wife broke up?
No. I never heard of earrings or iPods
Did he give you
or
a box to
camcorders
store
or
while he
anything.
and his girlfriend
No.
had broken
No.
up?
No.
So he's just totally making that part up?
He's just turning around trying to get money from somebody to pay either his rent or his child support because he's $2,000 in debt with the landlord.
Right, but it's a rather specific thing he's saying, which is
Yeah, but
that
which
when
I
he
never
I haven't asked my question yet. Which is when he breaks up with his wife, he needs a place to store his stuff, and you guys offer to let him store his stuff at your place.
we asked,
Stop. Go
we
ahead.
asked him if he needed. He said, no, I'm just taking a few stuff because I'm going over to my sister's house.
Okay, go on.
He went upstairs. He had she had put a restraining order against him.
Mm-hmm.
So he asked us to let him know when she wasn't there, so he can go up into the apartment, grab some of his stuff, come down, and leave before
And you did.
we called him up. We said she's not home now.
And meanwhile, you're taking care of her kids in her house, and you're
taking care of the
you're
kids.
You
He
go
had-
ahead and you turn around, you double agent
Well,
her.
he said he needed-
And
he-
then what? And then do you store his stuff or no?
No, he took a duffel bag with him and went over to, I guess, his sister's house. That's where he told us he was staying.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden, I asked him, we had a situation with my dad. I asked him, can I stay with you for a few days? It turned into 2 weeks. The whole 2 weeks we were there, staying at his apartment, we had no key to get in, Your Honor. Okay, or out. We had to make sure that he was home or his son that would stay there at night when we were there was there, so we can get in and out of the house.
Your point being that you didn't have access to stuff.
Exactly.
He
He's
has
got everything behind
he
lock
has
and
two
key.
closets. He never asked us to hold anything. Now, this is all a big shock to me. Well, I should say to us, because we never had
So
anything.
why do you suppose that a guy who, see, here's the thing, if it's like he says, then it makes sense that he throw you out the day he opens a box and sees it missing. If it's like you say that you never held a box, why would the guy who's nice enough and such good friends with you, because number one, he's got nothing against you because you're double agenting his wife, and so he loves you because you let him get in there and take his stuff out. Number two, he loves you enough that he lets you guys come and stay with him for 2 weeks. You didn't pay rent or anything, right? You were just staying with him.
It was a
out of
couple of
I'm not
days.
talking to you. Out of generosity, he lets you
Yeah.
stay there for 2 weeks, right? So why would he all of a sudden pin it, like turn around and be insulted and say, "Get out! I can't trust you"? If he hadn't, in fact, had you hold his stuff.
That's what I don't understand, Your Honor.
But it doesn't make any sense, right?
And no, and it doesn't make sense to me getting, him bringing this
It
lawsuit.
only makes sense if you guys were holding down to that box. That's
Yeah.
the only way it makes sense.
It would make sense if we had the box.
Mm-hmm.
It would, but we didn't have any box or anything of his.
Does anybody else know about them holding your stuff?
She was there
Come on
when
up.
I came up with my stuff. She was there.
Tell me what you saw. What did you see happen between everybody?
I was in the room using the computer, and my father, he went downstairs to get the stuff that they were
From
holding.
who?
From them.
How do you know he was getting stuff from them?
Because she was with him when
She
he
was
went
with who?
downstairs. She was with my father.
Okay, and what did you hear that led you to believe that they were going downstairs to get stuff?
My father, he left his stuff in their house.
How do you know that?
Because I was using the computer, and he wanted music in his iPod.
Your
I was-
father?
Yeah.
So is your father the one who told you that he had left stuff with them?
Yeah.
Okay. So she then is she staying there at the time?
Who? Me?
She.
Yeah, she was.
The person we're talking about. All right. And then did you hear her say anything about going to get a box or no?
Yeah.
What did you
She
hear her
said
say?
she was going to go to our house and help my father bring the box up
From where?
from her house to his house.
Did your father leave with her to go get the box?
Yeah.
And then they came back with a box that's how big?
It's big like this,
They took 2 people to take that box?
I guess.
How big? It's this big? Why couldn't she just go get the box on her own? Why does he have to go with her to go get the box?
I don't know.
Okay, so go ahead.
And when he came upstairs, he opened the box and he saw his stuff missing.
And then what?
And then
Did you watch him opening a box?
Yeah.
Okay, go on.
And then all his stuff was missing. He checked in the bag and everything.
And then?
And all the stuff was missing, the iPod.
And then, what did you hear anybody say?
He asked her, where's the stuff? And she said she don't know.
There's something about the way you answered no when I asked you if you kept it that made me really uncomfortable at the time. There's just something about that.
So these defendants were nice enough to store the stuff. Can the judge give them points for that in deciding who's right and who's wrong?
No,
Why?
not at all. It was their responsibility. They offered their home. That's nice of them, but they don't earn extra points.
Do they earn extra points? I mean, they were nice enough to do it. Could you say they're not thieves because they were nice in the first place?
No. Not somebody else.
You don't give them any points for that?
No, I don't. If you're nice, it doesn't mean that you're not a thief.
And maybe they were doing that because they wanted to steal it. Sorry.
Oh, you are tough women. Going inside the courtroom.
One, I'm sorry to say this, but one, she doesn't live with him. She doesn't know the problems that he's been having or anything else.
Well, you both got.
Two,
First of all, I resent the theory that just because someone has economic problems, they're a crook. Okay, the two things do not go hand in hand. All right. What evidence do you have of the cost? I know you have one receipt for one of the items. What evidence do you have of the cost of the other items that were in there?
The camcorder and the bag that goes with the camcorder.
That is not even a complete sentence, much less an answer to what I just asked. What evidence do you have of the cost of the other stuff that was in there? You've given me one receipt, right? Do you have any other receipts?
No, I don't have it. It was a gift.
You're asking, this is sort of interesting because you're suing for a camcorder the exact amount that you paid for it 5 years ago. And you understand when you come to court, assuming that I find in your favor, what you're entitled to in court is the depreciated value of the item. That means if you took that camcorder and put it for sale, how much could you get for it? A 5-year-old camcorder. You understand that?
Yes,
So it's different from the $800 you paid for it. Otherwise, you'd have a free camcorder for 5 years. Also, you have a $500 iPod. Like, when was an
Yes.
iPod ever $500? Was it five?
When it first came out.
Yeah, well, that's certainly not worth that when it's taken, if it's taken, right? All right. I got a bad feeling, and I got to tell you, a lot of this, when you are in small claims court, you go with your gut. I get pretty good at my gut, okay? And I have a bad feeling with the two of you on your testimony that he didn't give you stuff to hold. There's something about that when you answer me that makes me think that you're not being fully honest with me. Aside from the fact that his 16-year-old daughter corroborates it, yeah, that's his daughter, whatever. But there's something about the way you answered that just raised the little hair on the back of my neck, that little hair right there that tells me, things that make you go, Douglas, what part of the case is this, my friend?
It's time for a little rough justice, Your Honor.
Right. Because that's the best that I can do with what you people give me to work with in a case like this, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to order the defendants to pay the plaintiff in this case $500. That's my verdict.
Plaintiff has won the verdict in this case here in the People's Court. The defendant stepping out here. What's your reaction to this?
Well, I got to go by what the Honor says, but I feel that we don't know what's going on, what happened.
What do you think happened to the stuff?
I don't know. He owes back rent and everything, and I feel that he took it, probably sold it himself, and figures, well, let me blame somebody else and get some more money.
The judge didn't believe you.
No, but that's okay. Because, like I've been told all my life, once a thief, always a thief, and he has stolen in the past. This stuff could have been stolen from the stores. I don't know. He himself and his girlfriend told me they stole quite a bit from a lot of stores.
Even from Targets.
Yeah. Okay. All right. You just head right down this way. All right, Mr. Madera, you come out of it with something. You satisfied with what you got out of this judgment?
It wasn't fair.
In what sense?
It wasn't fair because they had taken my stuff and now it's gone. Now, I don't know what to do now.
All right. Over to Harvey.
Okay, Kurt, the judge said that she didn't like the way the defendant answered a certain question. The judge is allowed to look at mannerisms, the way people conduct themselves in court, in determining credibility. And that will do it for this case. Litigants, for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.